Hey guys, so welcome to the next part. So in this part, we're going to learn how to change the header here, the title here, okay, of your Android application. So, okay, all you have to do is here on the left side, click Manifest, click Android Manifest XML. All right, double click on this. Okay, and here is where you change the label. All right, the label is where you change the name of the app. Okay, so sometimes it can be the name of your app already, okay, but in this case it's a string. So I just want you to hold down Control on your keyboard, all right, and then click on this. Okay, left click on this, left click, and here you can change the name of your app. Okay, so I want to change, let's say I want to change my app to Hello my brothers. Okay, as you can see now here in the main activity, it's changed accordingly. Yeah, so that's how you change the name in your application. Okay, you go to Android Manifest, hold down Control and click on app name, and you bring up the string resource, and then you can change it here. Okay, so yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey guys, welcome back to the next tutorial. So here, previously in tutorials, we learned how to add colors into Android Studios. Next we'll learn about styles. So here in styles, it's really changing the styles here is a little bit advanced. So for now we won't touch so much on this, but generally, I think I mentioned earlier before that this is basically your header. Okay, the header here, the app bar header, alright, and then this is the color of your app bar header, and this is the color of your status bar, meaning this one, okay. So this color is for this part of the status bar, and this is for the top bar here, okay, and this is basically the top bar. If you want no action bar, okay, if you don't want a top bar, you just type in no action bar. Okay, yeah. So yeah, this is what the styles page is for, essentially. We don't usually do much with this page, so I will not go into that. Okay, unless you're creating unless you're using a spinner, you will not use this styles page so often. Yeah. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey guys, so welcome back. So I know previously I mentioned that I'll cover strings, what's in the strings file, but I noticed that we will cover this later, but it'll be more appropriate to cover this later. Yeah, so for now we won't touch on what this is. Okay, for now we'll cover what is Gradle. So here on the left side, you can open up your Gradle scripts. Okay, these two files are what is commonly used. Okay, the Gradle module app, build.gradle module app here, and the build.gradle. Okay, so first we'll start with this. Okay, so the Gradle file is extremely important. Alright, it's where you import your external libraries into Android Studios. So what are these external libraries? Meaning to say, if you have sorry about that, oops. And so meaning to say, if you have additional coded API you want to bring into Android Studios, okay, you can bring it in here inside the Gradle. Alright, we'll go into greater detail on how to use the Gradle later when we touch on back-end coding. So the Gradle is really quite advanced. Alright, it's for advanced users. Okay, so don't mess with anything in here. Okay, if you mess with anything in here, it's try to change it back. Okay, your default setting should be something like this. Okay, yeah, so it's generally, the Gradle is generally used to import external libraries. Okay, another file that we commonly use is here. Alright, this one. So this Gradle file is also commonly used. Don't worry if your Gradle numbers are not the same as mine. Okay, because I'm using a bit of a slightly older version of Android Studios. Haven't updated mine. So yeah, just for now, just know that this is used to import external libraries into Android Studios. So just keep it in the back of your mind. Alright, okay, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey guys, so welcome back to this Android Studios tutorial. I believe I've covered whatever here on the left. Okay, so now cover a little bit about what is this here on the right. Okay, so here in this mode, here in the design page, you can see that the attributes are here on the right. Okay, similarly for the hard-coded page with the text, where the text code is visible, you can see the preview is here, but the palette is missing. So actually the palette is hidden here. You can click on this, and you can still drag and drop your comment elements here onto your screen, like you do in the design page. Okay, so for example, I just grab this and throw this in. Okay, you can see it's still there. Okay, yeah, all your elements are really still here on the palette. It's just hidden inside this. Okay, you can also play with these settings. Okay, so blueprint is really to see the other page. Okay, the other page, this page. All right, and blueprint and design, you can see both as well. Okay, and down here in you can see how your app will look like in landscape mode by clicking here. Okay, and then the UI mode, we don't commonly use this. Okay, night mode, you can change it to night settings. All right, okay, and yep, let's change it back. Let's change it to landscape. So yeah, it will look something like that in landscape mode. Okay, to give your users a better user experience. Okay, it's very essential that your users feel that they are getting very good user experience, so they are more likely to stay on your app and really just stick to your app, you know, and believe in your brand. Yep. So don't worry if you don't have this. This is the emulator I've set up, so I'll teach you that later. Okay, this will also come in later. Here you can set the theme. Okay, so here in the top action bar, we've set it to the default theme, but you can change your no action bar. Previously we can change it in the styles, right? But you can actually also you can actually really also just sorry about that. So here you can actually remove the top action bar by clicking this as well. Okay, so whoops, here, but by default it should remove the top action bar. I don't know why it turns black. I think it's a bit glitchy. Yeah, but Android Studios does have some glitches here and there. So yeah, and so with that, yeah, I think I've covered whatever's here on the left. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey guys, so in the previous part, I think I mentioned that I covered everything here on the left, but I forgot to mention several important parts. So sometimes your layout here in the preview might face some errors, so you can actually click here and click force refresh layout. Okay, force refresh layout will help you refresh this page, and so you would solve any rendering problems that might have occurred. All right, and if you find that your sizing here is too small, you can actually adjust it here. Okay, by adding, subtracting, and any errors that might have occurred when rendering will appear here in the exclamation mark. Okay, so right now there are no issues because I didn't render it with any problems. So yeah, and so down here you can actually adjust the preview settings. Okay, so in window mode you can see it in window mode. Alright, and if you don't want it in window mode, you can set it back to floating mode. Alright, and so yeah, you can open and close it by clicking here. Okay, so yeah, that's essentially, yep, I hope that's everything. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hi guys, welcome back to the next Android Studio tutorial. So here in this tutorial we'll be covering what's here on the left and what's here on the top left, here on the top right and here on the top left. So generally the common, I only cover the common items that we use. So we use the hammer here. Okay, this is to rebuild your project. Okay, so you can click this, and as you can see, it starts to rebuild your project. So this is commonly used for when you have rendering problems or your Gradle build failed to build. So you can click on the hammer for it to rebuild again. Alright, so as you can see, my com is taking a while. Alright, so while it loads, I'll tell you a little bit more. Here is when you want to run your project. Okay, so maybe you want to run your project on your Android device. You can click this. Okay, or you want to run it on an emulator. Okay, show up here on the screen. You can click this. But right now we don't have I haven't taught you how to install the emulator, and I haven't taught you how to set it up with your Android device, so we cannot run the app yet. We can only design it here in Android Studios. So yep, we'll use this button a lot more later. This is generally for debugging, but right now we haven't gone to that stage yet. Yep. So the other buttons we don't use so commonly, alright, but we do use this. Okay, so here is actually your Google account, where you can sign into your Google account. If you haven't signed into your Google account with Android Studios, you should do that. Okay, you can also sign up and sign into a different account. Okay, sign into whatever account you feel is most secure, and whatever account you're most safe with. Okay, so yeah, you should always make sure to sign into your Google account, because later when we try and build back-end apps, we would have to wire the entire application with the back-end Firebase. Okay, it's a database that will power the app, okay, and save data on the app. So yeah, all that stuff will be wired to Google, so it's important that you sign in with Google. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Hi guys, welcome back to another Android Studio tutorial, and here in this tutorial we'll learn how to create round button corners. Okay, so if your button, as you can see, your button is quite squarish, so if you want to round those corners, then this is the tutorial for you. Okay, so here on the left side you can right click on the drawable file under resource, drawable. Okay, right click, select new, okay, under drawable resource file. Okay, so you can name it whatever you want. I'm just going to name mine rounded button corners. Okay, I do want to highlight that you can't put any numbers, you can't put any capital letters, okay, and you can't put any spacing between your names. Alright, so make sure you bear that in mind. You can add numbers and dashes, okay, sorry, not dashes, underscores. Alright, but other than that, you can't do you can't add other stuff. Okay, it has to be small letter, hyphens, or numbers. Okay, I do want to highlight that naming, you can name it whatever you want, but make sure your name is very informative to yourself. Okay, so it becomes a lot clearer when your names, whatever you name in Android Studios, okay, make sure the names are neat and they are very informative and clear. Okay, if not, later down the road when you anyhow name stuff, later you want to refer to something, you cannot remember the name of it because you named it some garbage. Okay, so you don't want that, so make sure your names are clear and more organized for simplicity and making your life easier altogether down the road. Yep, so just bear that in mind. Okay, make sure your names are informative. Okay, so after you've named your file, hit OK. Okay, so here in the this page, I've prepared a little something, so you can just copy and paste it in. Copy and paste it in. Okay, so whoops, let's just, oh, that's strange. Okay, give it a minute. Let's copy that and paste it in. Oops, yeah. So make sure you have this top bar here. Okay, if you don't have it, please type it in. Okay, so I'll go through what this is. So you can just copy mine exactly as here on the top. Okay, and so for the solid color, here is where you set the color of that button. Okay, so you want to round the corners of the button, you also want to change the color of the button, you can change it here. So let's say I wanted the button to be green, so I make it green. Okay, and so we're going to change the color. Sorry, it's a bit slow. Whoops. And so we're going to change the button's color. So I set it to green here. And for the corner, so you can type the words open brackets corners, okay, and then you can specify the amount of roundness you want for this button. So let's say I wanted it to be extremely round on the right side here, okay, the top right. I can give it 80. As you can see, it's really round now. Oops. Yeah, it's really round on one side. So in order to you can tweak whatever you want here. Okay, the bottom right radius, the bottom left radius, the top right radius, how much curve you want the button to have. Okay, so I'll just give everything slightly more. 15, maybe down here will be like 20, and I don't know, say 35. Okay, so as you can see, the roundness are all different, and so we're going to add this attribute onto the button here in the XML page. So in order to add that, you just have to add that as a background. So type background. Okay, double click on this, you can press enter, and rounded button corner. So the title, as I mentioned earlier, if your names are informative, you know how to refer back to them. It makes your life a lot easier. So I remember I called it rounded button corner, so rounded. As you can see, it comes up here now. So if you click on this, it will change the button accordingly. Whoops, there seems to be an error. Why is that? It should come up as given here. You know what? I'm going to see what is the issue. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey guys, welcome back. So I figured out the problem to the rounded button mystery. Changed this. Let's say you wanted it to be green. So okay, the issue is that you cannot specify every single corner of the button. Alright, so you just give it a general radius. Alright, type radius, press enter. Okay, and key in the amount of roundness you want to give the button. So let's say I wanted to give it a roundness of 35 all around. So the button is really round now. To come back, okay, you have to add that to the background of the button. So type background, press enter, and as you can see, rounded button corners. I mentioned earlier the name is important, so now it comes in handy. And you double click on this, and it should change your button's corners to rounded. So yeah, that's how you round button, guys. Sorry about that. So if you guys have any questions and queries on or you didn't face any problems with the buttons, let me know in the comments. Yep. And if I have time, I'll reply to all your problems and queries down in the comments. So I'll see you guys in the next video.